Why would I ban you, QB? Hello. I'm playing Dark Cloud 2. Dark Cloud 2. The special thing hasn't happened yet because you're not a subscriber, QB. I've got some crud in my body. Because I got the flu over the weekend. Which one am I playing? I'm playing this one. It's okay. The flu mostly just... I was mad about the flu. Because I got my damn flu shot. But I got the flu still. I guess I got the wrong strain. Ah, hello Jello. Thank you for the sub. Oh, and Jello gets to show off the special thing I did. And so does Ogre. Yeah, we got chat badges now. I drew them myself. So if you get a different Yoko depending on how long you've been subbed. Thank you for the resub, Ogre. Getting lots of I think now is a good time, since I've got all my lovely sub friends in the chat showing off the cookies. It's time to play the game for real. And to do that, I'm going to need to make some things. I'm going to need to make 2 turkeys. Yeah, the checkered cookie is the maximum rank cookie. I believe the order goes flowers, 2 greens, 2 hearts, 2 checks. I put the checkered as the senior one because I like how it looks the most in the chat. I also did not just rip the sprites from the game, I redrew them. You can kind of tell. And then there's the Yossi! The Yossi cookie is the lead cookie. But Charles drew that one. Did I go to the right way, or is this the station? I did go the right way. We're gonna recruit somebody. We need to recruit this person for chapter 5. It's Mayor Need. Is everybody ready for some math puzzles? Grumble, grumble. Trying to remember the combination to the safe. Yeah, you're only going to have that. You're going to experience the heart for a while. Well, we figured out that Need has a safe behind his painting. But he can't remember the combination. Okay, so here's the puzzle. It's Claire's birth date, thinking I'd never forget it. 4-digit code. When I first played this, I went and talked to Claire, because that would be like my immediate... how I would solve this in real life, is just go talk to her to say, hey, what's your birthday? But, no, we have to do a puzzle. Gave her a brooch with a star sign on it. It was a 4-legged animal. So I think there's Leo and Capricorn and Taurus. So one of those 3. I think those are the only signs that have 4 legs. I guess, I don't remember what the twins are, but they have 4 legs, but they have 8 limbs, so I don't know. What kind of present did we give her? Lots of coats and scarves, okay. It's a real struggle every year. It's on a day where both burnable and non-burnable garbage gets collected. Uh-huh. non-burnable garbage gets collected on days divisible by 7, and burnable garbage gets collected on days divisible by 3. So, really, he only really gave us 2 useful hints. And it's, because I don't know shit about astrology, so I don't know any of the dates, because it's all garbage, and not useful, and fake. Few astrology do not interact. But we know that it's a month that's cold, so either an autumn or winter month. And that the day is where burnable and non-burnable trash happens. So, the way you get the non-burnable and burnable one is 7 and 3 are both primes. So the only way you would find out a number that's both is by multiplying them. So you get 21. So the day is 21, and the first 2 numbers are a month where it's cold. So, does anybody know what? Does anybody in the chat care to guess what month it is? I don't know which month is cold and has a 4-legged animal. I keep wanting to say Sagittarius, but no, that's 6 limbs. Although I guess 4 legs, but also not an animal. It's December 21st. NoBreQ here, showing off the first cookie. Vicemere Morton, do my job while I'm away. I guess Morton is a small businessman and a politician. 1121. Mayor Need joined our party. Okay. Well, I need to talk to Mr. Need. Yes, the chat is delicious now. It's great. Do you remember the 21st of November? Because I don't. Okay. Let's go to Balance Valley Station. And we will go to... Let's go to the first one. If we talk to Cedric, it's going to advance the game. Because we completed Chapter 3 last time. So we got Dr. Dell. We got... He's the only one in this station. This is ducks only. We got Gerald and Mayor Need. Okay, we're here. We're at Mayor Need. So... in my playing of this game on my own, I've played a lot of Sphida and killed a lot of monsters. I didn't do this one. But I played a lot of Sphida. Didn't do this one. But I did all of these ones. So I got fish. Sphida, fastest clear time. So, we can buy some stuff from Mayor Need. He's who you exchange medals with. You can view his abilities. He gives you money. So we can have we can buy clown stuff. We can buy princess dress. Panther ensemble. Princess Orb, which is that's a good Twitter name if you needed a good Twitter name. Kitty Bell, Princess Boots, Panther Boots. And then this name change ticket. We're going to buy 2 of these. So we're going to use these name change tickets, and the first one we're going to do is everybody in the chat vote for either wrench or hammer. Post wrench or hammer. Starting now. 2 votes for wrench. 3rd vote for wrench. 1 vote for hammer. Vote for wrench. 2 vote for hammer. Wrench is taking a pretty commanding lead. Yeah, seems like everybody wants wrench. Sorry, Jello and Huzzah. So, I'm going to ask everybody at home whether they think this is a glitch or whether they think this is there's good tweets for. I'm afraid to click on that link, QB. We're going to save real quick in case I fuck this up. While I'm saving, I want everybody to guess if this is a glitch or a intentional behavior. So we're going to go to Turkey, and we can change its name using the name change ticket. They let you their naming waves for weapons. So you can customize your weapons by giving them a cool name. So what if I change the name of this turkey to grade 0? To the most powerful wrench in the game. If I just put a word in there, it would just rename the turkey to whatever word I renamed it. But because I renamed it to the name of another weapon, it turned into that new kind of weapon. I've had some debate with people whether this is intentional or not. I can't decide. It both feels like it is and is not intended. Yeah, it's like too clean to be an accident, but at the same time, you could play some golf to get this at the end of Chapter 3. You can name it other things, and it won't, like, warp into a new kind of weapon. Like, if I named it Frank, it wouldn't become a Frank weapon. And that this game has other weird exploits in it, I don't know. Okay, now we're going to do this again. Everybody in the chat either put in Big Kahuna, Ultimate Hanzo. Hey, that's the name of the game we're playing. Don't vote yet. No vote yet. Magic's Stone Sword. Or, hey, that's the name of the game in Europe. Vote for one of these now. I think everybody wants Big Kahuna anyways. Okay, 2 votes for, hey, that's the name of the game in Europe. Big Kahunas. Oh, we're getting lots of votes for, hey, that's the name of the game in Europe. Big Kahuna? Okay, I think Big Kahuna is winning. Here's what I'll do for this one. Is I'll show everybody their options. So I'm going to show everybody... We'll change this one's name. Okay. We've got... This is... Hey, that's the name of the game in Europe. This Chronicle 2, because it's called Dark Chronicle in Europe. I fucked it up. I spelled Chronicle wrong. C-H. No, not capital. Actually, I'll see if all caps works. So I'll do something I know the name of first. Just to see if all caps works. And I'm goofing it up, which isn't great. Okay, now Dark Clouds doesn't work. Or all caps doesn't work. Okay, so I have to spell it right and do it in the right caps. So whether or not this is intentional or not, it's certainly a power ritual. I just have to remember how to spell Bionicle, and then I've gotten it right. Okay, so here's the name of the game in Europe, because it's called Dark Chronicle. I've never used this sword. I'm not super into it. It has the critical ability and the time stop ability on its own. But neither of those are that important because we can get both of those abilities on it anyways. We have... This is Magic Stone Sword. Is there two... there's two L's in this. Okay. It's Atlamilia. So the Atlamilia sword. The Atlamilias are the magic rocks that let us travel to the future and past. I think this might have been a weapon from Dark Cloud. I remember Chronicle sword definitely was. It's okay. And obviously, Ultimate Hanzo. Is Muramasa. It was either be Muramasa or Masamune, but they went with Muramasa. Which is a katana with a ribbon on it. Said to have killed a demon. Hi, Cass. Then there is the before mentioned sword that the game is named after. This is my usual go-to choice because I kind of like the edgy way it looks, and also it's got the fast combo. We have Dark Cloud. It's got like a mean little face on the crossguard. Then, of course, we have most people's choice. The Big Kahuna. Which I might goof this one up again because its name isn't all caps on the list. But I'm going to try without all caps. It's the Big Kahuna, everybody. I think most people are going to like the Big Kahuna. I hate the Big Kahuna for how dumb it looks. It's so stupid. It's this big surfboard sword and it's got flying bananas on it. Yeah, okay. Everybody wants the Big Kahuna. Yeah, it's a palm tree surfboard with flying banana pinwheel. It's also the strongest in terms of stats. It's got the slow moveset, but it's got the but it's the most powerful. Have to turn off my thing. It's too hot in here. And now to rename it to Big Kahuna. Well, sadly, it costs 40 medals to buy a name change ticket. We used naming ways to rename our weapons. Grade 0 actually looks pretty dumb too. Look how big it is. The only other weapon that Max only has 2 ultimate weapons, and the other one is Legend, which is a hammer. But I don't like hammers that much, so pretty happy with that. And then we've got the Big Kahuna. What was once used by the ancient king Kamehameha. So I don't know how much I'm going to use these swords yet. Here is Ancient Sword plus 5. Yeah, medals are finite. You can only get a certain number of them. So our antique sword does 83 damage, and then the Big Kahuna does 150. As well as 2 hundies around these, around the bottom there. So I think we'll keep these around for morale support, but if you did want to break the game, I think as early as Chapter 2, you can get one of these. Because Underground Channel, you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 medals. And then 4, 8, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. Yeah, so as early as Chapter 2 you could get an ultimate weapon if you knew what their name was and could just ground out getting the medals. Miramasa and Kamehameha, I guess, existed in this world too. Um, I was also going to trick out... I need to make a samurai body. My ride pod is kind of beat up right now because of... I did levels to get medals, but did not... But I couldn't talk to Cedric to repair the ride pod, because I would go to the next chapter if I did. Yeah, there's just Chinese food here. Okay, so we're gonna play money-making game for a little while. Which means we take our wood and metal and put them at the bottom. Then we buy a bunch of wood. I'll turn off the time limiter for this. I don't think I have to do a lot of money-making game, but I'll do some. Money-making game. I also figured out why I have that extra Fruit of Eden. It's because the chest I can't open in Chapter 3 has a Fruit of Eden in it. So our HP totals are going to be mismatched until Chapter 6. Which means I should just eat the fruit. Obviously, I'll give it to Monica because she's better. Inventory limit. Okay, let's go ahead and feed Monica the Fruit of Eden. Make another turkey. My golf skills have improved a little bit. At least I'm making lots of money off my turkey investments. My turkey farm, if you will. Okay. What do I need to make my cool stuff? I need a gold bar. I can make a gun. I can make a wooden box body. I need a bunch of rolling logs and a gold and some gold. Get the arrow wiggling. Maximilian's sporting goods store. Yeah. Okay. So now we can look at Ride Pod. We have Clown Body, which of course is a classic. My katanas are broken. So, we have 19 defense in our Samurai Body, which also has a nice crescent on it. 18 defense on the wooden box. The arrow is a little bit drunk, maybe. We also have a machine gun. There's one more thing I want to do before moving on to the next chapter. Which is go to the entrance of the underground channel. You can talk to this guy. Okay. Thanks, Donnie. I never recovered from the crashes the game gave me, so I still haven't talked to the fish boy. I'm not going to yet. We're just going to go to the next chapter. But we talked to Cedric. Paul Eiding. Let's go.
Alrighty, let's move them out. Ocean, here we come.
Take our cave train to the ocean. To Venetia. I think people in the game both say Venecio and also Venecio or Venicchio. They don't really know.
Smell that ocean breeze.
The music here is really nice, though. It's kind of Muzak.
So this is what the ocean smells like.
What? You've never been to the ocean before?
The Liars, Venice.
Yeah, well, I've seen pictures and books though.
Wow.
Alrighty, we'll be right here waiting for you. Hey, now it's the bridge that's down. Leave it to us.
Bruno's fucking voice actor is funny as hell.
Thanks a lot. Well, let's get going.
Jamming to this music. Oh, it's Mega Man Legends. It is kind of legendsy, isn't it? This section also reminds me of the
So this is the ocean.
part of Yor, where Yor gets to the ocean.
Amazing.
Kala, don't drink the water! It's salty!
Feels so good.
What do you think? Like it?
Yor, the wind's freshening.
Oh yeah. Come in and join me. It feels great.
Sure, okay.
Oh, hello, Hard Dorothy.
Huh?
It's coming from that cave. Let's check it out.
If I hadn't set out on this journey, then I never would have seen the sea.
When Pac is not on screen, everyone should ask, where's Pac? We'll need a lot more himp before we're through.
I wanted to see them all. But more than even these wonderful things, I wanted to see your smiling face, Mother.
Ah, here's the Oedipus stuff again.
Chapter 4. Goodbye, Shingala.
So we got a magic cave. We've also got a Guirama place. But also we've got the first ocean fishing spot. We've had some fishing stuff. The Eevee and Petite Fish, which only really catch things in the ocean. Has a good noise.
You mustn't move it. I said not to move it.
This is a famous voice actress. I think she played Chucky in the Rugrats. I think this is her. Or no, the twins.
What do you want? I'm a bit tied up right now.
You don't look tied up to me. Where's the rope?
That's a Shigura, isn't it? He's still a child. Ah, so you know about them, do you? I gave him a name. I call him Shingala. He turned up here lost about a month ago. Every year at about this time, the Shigura come from the south and live on these shores for a while. This one must have got split up from the tribe.
So we've got plesiosaur whales.
I'm Pow. I live in this cave. How's it going?
That's a good way to introduce yourself. Hello, I live in this cave. How's it going?
I'm Maximilian.
I'm Monica.
Is Shingala injured?
We also live in this cave now.
Yeah. He slipped from the cliff yesterday and took me with him. I didn't think human medicine would be any good. Damn it.
Maybe duck medicine would work, though.
But I need to ask a favor.
Can we get our duck man to give his duck medicine?
Shigala, while I go and look for some medicine. Outside the cave, there's a place where some Shigura are gathered. I think if I go there, I might be able to find some medicine that'll help.
Yeah, I don't know how he has human medicine when the only humans live in Palm Brinks.
Watch him. What do we do?
Just watch him. I'll be as quick as I can. Thanks.
So this guy's a dipshit.
Wait a minute.
He just runs out on you, leaves you to babysit his giant monster.
Oh, man, he's just gone.
How come we get stuck here babysitting some sea dragon?
Can anybody imagine what happens?
The nerve of that kid.
Oh, it's not that bad. This big guy's pretty cool.
Human making voice with throat.
What?
What's the matter with him?
He's headed outside.
The music told me so.
We've got to stop him.
It's no good. Wow!
Really, we should have gotten Ride Pod to we don't show. They don't want to show the Shingala ambulating through the cave, so they just cut away.
He's heading toward the sea.
We've got to follow him.
Okay.
So last time the first time we went into the dungeon was because we were chased there by clowns. The second time we were asked to by some dwarves. So both of those times we had solid reasons for being in the dungeon. And then in chapter 3 it's like, where could the Georama stones be? Let's just go to the nearest dungeon and see if they're there. And now it's just like we have the weakest reason yet. The thing we were babysitting just ran off towards a place, so we're going there. This dungeon has good music too, though. It's Ocean Roar Cave. I forgot to repair the Ride Pod or any of my weapons. Let's try out our new god weapons, though. I bet if I touch this frog with my giant wrench, it'll die. Yeah, that did 450 damage. Okay. Being like Pac-Man? Pac-Man eats dots. That's all you need to know. So here's our first new kind of dungeon. We have inside and outside. On the outside, it's just sort of a beach. Okay, so our weapon does like a... Up. You have the Fintol. So you have the outside areas by the beach, and then you have an inside area. Pirates. So pirates are like advanced skeletons. It's like Dungeons and Dragons. Back in original D&D, there wasn't a reason for you to go into the dungeon. There was no outside of dungeon. You were just always in a dungeon. Why would you go outside of the dungeon? There's nothing for you out there. trinkets and baubles. Wealth beyond measure. Potato cake. Rock. Grab beats block. Yeah, dungeons do exist to keep you inside of them. That's what they're for. I guess in the classic sense. Have we reached the end of the outside? We have. So it's time to go inside. Let's play as Monica for a bit. Can I evolve any of her weapons? Right, we were going to go to Halloween Town Sword. So we want to go down. Yeah, I'll worry about this. No, I shouldn't worry about this later. Serpent Slicer. Should I bother with Serpent Slicer? I don't know if I should bother with Serpent Slicer. Kind of running low on weapons to build up into is the thing. Or like to use as synthesis build over. So I might have to go buy some. Hi, Logical, how are you? Talking about Skinner boxes. Vegas Liches. That's an unfamiliar... Oh, here's the gooey rock. Okay. Sword fight. So here's the exit over here. I don't think we found the exit item yet. Or have we? We have the Luna Stone. You stick the stone in the keyhole and then you leave. So the inside dungeons work like most dungeons. This is the most dungeony dungeon this game's had yet. We've had sewers. Okay, when I finish this, I'm going to have to leave the dungeon and go find some weapons to build up into so that I can fairy build chain synthesis. Bomb? I should probably do laundry. I'm gonna be sad to be rid of the antique sword. It looks really cool, I think. Might be my favorite looking sword. Is that a thing that happened off screen? It is. I put healing on antique sword at some point. I was remarking earlier how I had caught the flu despite my flu shot. Everybody's got the crud going on. The crud-magud. But at least I have charming little chat badges now. So if you sub to me, you'll have a cookie by your name in the chat. Which will prove that you're better than people who don't have cookies by their names. Getting the magic crystal late, always the best time to. Got some pink paint, just found it in the chat, in a dungeon, just some pink paint. Oh, you got it. I don't know if I should turn that off or not. It's on by default, where new people get a little announcement, and I don't know if that spooks lurkers or if it helps people engage. I don't know. Monica isn't as good at fighting turtles as Max. You can skip this cutscene. Oh, can you not place Spheda on this floor? You can't. Oh, you can choose to activate it. Okay, then I guess it's purely an upside. So we could go fish, but I don't know if I'm ever going to fish ever again. I kind of got my Naming Way tickets, and now I don't know if I ever want to get a medal ever again. There is something of an appeal of getting a princess outfit, but I think I can get that elsewhere. So we're actually not going to proceed to the next floor. We will exit dungeon. Because we first need to go to Venetia Station. Talk to Cedric. Repair the... upgrade the ride pod, sure. I think I'll get the another shield kit. Now I could buy the energy pack barrel, even though our energy pack... We could buy samurai arm. How much for the next pack? It's gonna be a while before I need the next core. This will probably be the last shield kit I buy too. Because we're still only 109 capacity out of 160. And our core is halfway upgraded. Now I want to go to Palm Brinks. Let's buy some weapons. We go here. What's a good weapon? Oh man, here's my favorite weapon in the game! I'm gonna definitely get one of those. And then I think just... get some Gladiuses. So, the replacement shopkeeper is... I kind of mashed over her intro text. It's just, the weird lady sent just a regular clerk girl to work in her fetish dungeon shop. The Musette. It's a kind of French street jazz. So here's my favorite weapon in the game. It's Kubera's hand. It's just a fist on a stick. It comes with the steel ability. So it's just... it's just a fist on a stick. For the longest time I thought Grant in Dark Souls was also a fist on a stick, which made me like it better, but I've since learned it's just a big piece of metal on a stick. But yeah, you punch enemies and you get their items from it. Let's go to Sindane real quick, because we're going to pick up Mullane. Because Mullane has the power of making our swords better. Yeah, the OST to this game's pretty good. Add to party, Mullane. The rocket punch weapon, I don't know offhand. I'll definitely be doing some weapon stuff. Okay, so we're going to level up this Kuberis Fist. Attack and defeat enemies using only the ride pod. You know what? Sure. I'm down for that.
The sea. I remember now. You once read me a story about a turtle who traveled the 7 seas.
You'll just have to deal with having a ride pod that has giant clown hands.
And so Tack the sea turtle made it back home safely.
Was Tack,
The end.
was Tack also in Your Hunter from the Future?
Mother, what is the sea like? The sea?
The sea likes nothing. It has contempt for all life.
Well, it's so big that it goes on as far as you can see. And then the sky and sea meet and become one. It's very beautiful.
Hey, that wasn't in the line.
I don't really get it.
The sky and the sea are one.
I want to see it myself. When you get a bit older, we'll go there together.
But then you died, Mommy.
Really? That's a promise, right? I'll see it for sure.
Look at his fucked up little mouth. Into the chill cave. So we're gonna kill things with the right pod. So we've got a roller skating samurai with Gatling guns. Ah, we immediately go outside. Okay. Who are you? The Sea Bat. So the Gatling guns have a problem. They can't aim up. And the bullets don't home. So we're going to missile pod arm. The Gatling gun can be super good, but not against a bat. So we're leveling up Kuberis Fist. Yeah, I think using my rocket packs to kill the bat is better than trying to use my machine gun. Okay, now we'll use the machine gun against these guys. We got Frog. So now you see maybe the machine gun can be pretty good. Although I have made a mistake. I turned the voice off. Wrong button. A single bat is undefeatable because it goes either too high or too low for my giant robot bullets to hit him. It actually it reminds me of E209 from RoboCop. How they made this giant killer robot, but it can't go up or down stairs. So I hate these fish guys. Because their attack is they just go right towards you. Here is the map. The machine gun is good against them because they just run directly towards you and thus run directly into all your bullets. I love Kubera's hands so much. It's not a very good weapon, but it's a hammer weapon. You know, it's got the wrench moveset. Okay, I was wrong. I was for sure it was a hammer. Hammers have the 3 or 4 hit moveset, where they go whop, whop, crunch. We'll go to Samurai Sword for a while. A hand is just a fleshy wrench. Ooh, I don't think okay, a fist on a stick is not a sword. That's, like, pretty demonstrable. Sashimi. Like, a sword can be a lot of things, but it is not a fist on a stick. Okay, if the fist is holding a sword, then that could maybe work. Time to chop up a bat. Wham. A pile of clubs. Someone else will have to run that Twitter. Soft brand for me. I do love clubs, though. Specifically large ones. We got our gooey stone, but Goyone first. Let's sort them out. Plus, we do know from Kung Fu movies that the Iron Fist technique is a knife. Oh, one moment. I actually do have some keys, so let's open this. Make an awful noise. My chair squeaking. Do I have keys? I thought for sure I had keys. I have 9 of them. 230 gil. What was inside this chest? So yeah, the Iron Fist technique is using a knife. So I guess using a sword would be the Iron Arm technique. Because as we all know, an arm is just a long fist. The long fist of the law. You can take that one all the way to the bank, boys. The long fist of the law. I was cracking myself up with my dumbass jokes. We gotta stay sane somehow. So you do get less ABS points by switching back and forth between the ride pod, I'm pretty sure. But if you switch back and forth characters and one of the characters has ability points up, it sort of dents it. I'm not exactly sure about the numbers, and it mostly doesn't matter. This one was empty. There was a nothing. So statues are annoying as shit. We killed Chancellor Galron there, the frog. You can skip this cutscene. Okay, what's our Kubera's hand up to? +3! So... There's no Spheda to teleport us, so we just have to walk our way out of here. Iron Leg is actually a component in this game. One of the legs you make for the ride pod is called Iron Leg. In we go. Ooh, we got the blue seal on here. Can't do Monica stuff in here. It's boys only. Papa, who do we got over here? Just raindrops. Should probably equip my real wrench. Actually, since I'm leveling up Kubera's hand, I could just use grade 0 for killing enemies. I also like grade 0 because its flavor text references integers. Integer underflow. Games are made by programmers, people. Where the hell are all the enemies? Not in here, I guess. Yeah, it's like, oh, here they're all over here. You got Captain. And we've got Beach Rat, which is a rat in a Speedo with a funky little hat, and he has an anchor. What is that hat he's wearing? Is it a diving cap? I accidentally gave grade 0 some ability points. Oh no. Captain, oh my captain. So Captain resists wrench, so he didn't die instantly. But Beach Rat did not. Let's see how Corsair handles it. You could turn Monica into a beach rat, I'm pretty sure. And it probably would be terrible. We almost got Kubera's hands to 4. So if we're lucky, we might get Kubera's hand to 5 at the end of this level. Let's try fighting Beach Rat with just Kubera's hand. Not strong enough to even break a sweat. And then that one kills him instantly. Okay. It's like rock, paper, scissors. Rat beats fists. Wrench beats rat. Cheese beats wrench. And then rat beats cheese. And then fist beats cheese. Rock, paper, scissors with 27 different items. So Captain can be real as hell if you don't respect the Captain. Now we're going outside. So really all I should do is immediately break my trained up weapons into orbs and put them inside of Grade Zero and Dark Cloud, but that kind of makes the game too easy. Sure, why not? Devil or Angle? It's Angle. Hey, that was even the one thing I wanted. So we've got Kubera's hand up to 5. Where is my wrench? It's here. It's an acute angle. Poison! All of our weapons are already poison. Oh look, it's a pirate tank. You got the cookie, Betty Bot. I made chat badges for subs. Oh look, the exit is in a little closet. That's cute. I was torn between either making Heart or the Checker cookie the top level cookie. But I think the Checker one looks better in chat, so I went with it. It's more appealing. Yeah, so Captain can be a real shitter if he wants to be. More pink paint. Finding lots of pink paint in there. So we've got one enemy and one chest I forgot to get over here. Oh yeah, the pirates do Naruto runs. I don't think that Monica turn... Maybe Monica can turn into pirate. I know Monica can turn into Gorgon. Let's watch this Corsair do the ninja run. Come on, my dude. There he goes. I like the little they do when you hit them. You can skip this cutscene. Okay. We got one more treasure we can get. There's some flame crystals. Let's play as Monica because she's better. Nobody's going to know about when we played Tabletop Quark, so they're not going to know the gross things you're referencing. Oh, you got finish without healing goal. Defeat enemies using only Monica's magic. Normally that would be pretty easy to do, but I'm training swords right now, so I'm not going to. Okay, here's statue. Although we've got Bubble Bobble here. Bubble Bobble has soap. Poison coin. So Gladius is one of my preferred level up weapons because it levels up really quickly in later dungeons, but can hold a decent amount of stuff. So yeah, you're supposed to use max against these monsters. Let's see how monster transformation works. 4 points of damage, huh? The upside to this the monster transform is that this attack stun locks enemies. Okay. We found a Mimi. What's the lore for Monica being able to turn into a monster? She went to a store and bought a magic box that lets her do so. Also, she's a magical princess. Yeah, let's just do the smart thing. I should eat some bread. So yeah, these Gladiuses level up really quickly. That's already to +3. Can hold a fair number of stuff. Did a 69 happen and I missed it? Ah, god damn it. I hate it when I miss a 69. Rats off to you. Not that, that. After I get this Gladius to 5, I'll take a look at our weapons to see what we should level up. Yeah, the beach statue, you know. Everybody's favorite. When they go to the beach and there's a big statue that kicks your ass. Okay, no monsters. Let's go into the central chamber. Look at the little goofy face our amulet is. How it was made to honor the dwarves. This might get me to... No, this is not going to get me to 5. It's going to get me to like half. Only a third. Oh well. So I should probably go outside because one of those chests probably has the key. I like the little glooby noises they make. Okay, so we've got Gladius up to +5. So let's look at Monica's sword, what it needs to level up. Lightning Smash, Beast, and Scale. We need 5 things. Lightning needs to be to 86, and the other ones need to be at 72. So let's work on Lightning first. I believe the maximum that I can have on Gladius is 45. So I need 35 on Lightning, which means I should just go Stink Nasty on Lightning on this thing. So I go up to my Lightning Crystals, measure out a nice 45. Only 34. Man, I just wasted some lightning crystals. And the rest will be beast because that's the highest one this has. Ah, hey G-Volt. I was thinking behind... Yeah, and some synth points too. I wasted a fair amount there. I was thinking about streaming ADOM tonight, but I decided with this game instead. Okay, let's devour the Gladius, the non-optimized Gladius. What else? How much can Kubera's fist hold? Is everybody prepared to Windows fail to find noise? Max stats on Kubera's hand are 45. Okay. So I need 15 lightning. I maintain 60-ish% of it. So I need about 16 lightning on it. Ancient dark clouds of mystery. Sadly, the steel on Kubera's hand isn't going to do anything for us because all of her weapons already have steel. I need 26, not 16. Let's see if 25 will work. I'm betting it won't. 15. Oh, 15 is actually exactly how many I need. Okay. So I need... Let's do Exorcism, or what's the highest one on Kubera? They're all the same. So let's go with Exorcism then. Exorcism needs to be at 72. So I need 21. So I need like 35-ish on the fist. For how the conversion rates go. I have 11 points to work with. Okay. The fist becomes a ghost. Okay, so we need Smash, Beast, Exorcism, and Scale to all be at 72. So we need 2 more points of Exorcism and a fair amount of everything else. Okay, so we're going to be training up these Gladii. Now let's just go outside. I'm going to have to go... Do we have to actually... Actually, no. There's absolutely no reason to go inside that bonus room, because there's no monsters or chests in there. It's just a dead end. Okay, so let's just kill this guy. Who are you? You're a bat. Don't know how you hit me there, but you sure did. So if I had not goofed up the synth points, I could have maybe almost gotten a fair bit closer. But it doesn't matter. This isn't a game about being perfectly efficient. It's a game about mimics. You see how much damage that thing did to my body? The monsters here do not fuck around. That tends to happen whenever you start a new chapter, is your defense doesn't yeah, Luna Peace Stone. That's the stone you use to get into the extra area. When you go and get some witch parfaits from the dungeon area, or from the Guirama area, your defense starts to like do pretty good against the monsters in the dungeon, but before you've gotten any of those, then you're kind of weakish. Hello, Squirrel Token. We've committed a sin. Kahuna. I guess I can show off the big kahuna. With its bananas. So it's got a weird moveset. It goes like this. It's got a 4-hit moveset. Or a 3-moveset if you're holding the direction stick forward. It's still got the bananas though. putting on this sword again because it's got health regeneration on it. I hate you, Fentol. Bat. Use a charge attack on the bat. The charge attacks are never really that useful. They're fun though. You can pick up the turtles. You're really supposed to use ranged attacks versus the bats. Like you have like 2 attacks with the sword that easily hits them. Okay, we're gonna get to level 5 sword. Nope. Either next enemy or the enemy after will do it. Cherry! One of them. We died. I wonder where the last enemy's at. Egg. I wonder where the last enemy is at. Oh no, it's... Can skip this cutscene. And because they deigned to only put 1 beach entrance on this level, I have to go all the way around. I kind of disagree with how the camera angle works there, where it stays in the cinematic camera, thus making you, if you're just holding the stick forward, walk back out. Away we go, all the way over here, into the pool. I activate my camera instead. We will not proceed to the next floor, we shall leave. That picks Monica up. Only with guns! Scary Auntie Medusa. The ride pod doesn't move significantly faster than we do at this point. Are you having fun though, Squirrel Token? Here's a Medusa! Sword! The stone. Okay. We got another +5 Gladius to work with. So, we need 2 points of exorcism. And let's go with Beast. because you're the closest. So we actually need 4 points of exorcism, which we can most do through 2 light elements, I think. Yeah. And then work on Beast. So we want one with 28. Then Smash or Scale. Let's go with Smash. Everybody's playing that right now. Okay. The Bro Smasher. Okay. So our stats are kind of goofy for this one because I was actually planning on doing this before I put it up for a vote. But people wanted this, so I had to kind of like hard angle into it. But that's just going to make the sword more powerful. The less efficient you do things, the more powerful your weapons actually become. Because you get extraneous, just extra stats laying around. I wonder how well turkeys work for this. Turkeys work about as well as Kubera's hand, actually. So we might be using the power of golf for sword leveling up. Your stats don't really affect golfing, no. But because Spheda clubs count as weapons, you can... Oh. I just got that experience onto Ancient Sword. So after we get this Gladius to 5, we'll switch to Max and start working on some Spheda clubs. Here's Shiva, Mecha Shiva. Yeah, Shiva's a spider. Treasure chest keys. The item of great worth or of bad... Oh, everybody vote! Clown vote.
Which shall it be?
We got a vote for yellow and red. 2 votes for red. 2 votes for yellow. 3 votes for red. Are we factually tied right now? Red, 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 red. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yeah, we're fucking tied. Oh, okay. Then we're not tied anymore. Yellow!
Very good. Here you are.
I got some lightning crystals instead of a grenade launcher. That's okay, I can just make grenade launchers. They're not very good, actually. Mecha Shiva. Where is the Gooby at? Here you are. Wizard shotgun. Where's my shotgun at? I guess I'll just make 60 more of them. Well, the clone boxes can give you rare stuff, and they can give you really common stuff. It's like the rare item was the grenade launcher, and the common item was the crystal, but the crystal's probably more useful. Our poison proc there. Our poison does 10 or 15 damage per tick, and won't kill the monster. Poison's not a terribly good sass effect. Okay. So... we want 72, so we need 5 beast. If you divide 5 by 0.6, it comes to 8.3 repeating, so we want 8 or 9 beast on our next sword. So let's put a single beast stone into it. And next one is Smash or Scale. Scale would probably be more useful for this particular chapter. So we shall... But the thing natively has a Smash on it. We need 32 Smash. Which means we want all of the Smash that we can fit onto this dollop. Does this game have an auto sort button? Yes. It's a little bit dumb, but it does have it. I'm unsorted right now. If I press the sort button, it would sort everything and shift it in a way I don't want to. I'll do it after I get rid of this Gladius. Okay, on to Scale. Okay. Make a ghost out of this sword. Now we just need 12 Smash and 25 or 24 Scale. I'm doing shitty math. But we're not going to be able to put another sword into it until I level it up once. So we might as well just keep using our sword. Alright, the auto sort button. You press select, it auto-sorts. And I like to have my key items on top. Every time you press select, it shifts one item category up. So now we've got Ride Pod on top, Ride Pod weapons on top, crystals on top, gems on top, coins, then building materials, then badge box, then food, then thrown items, then powders, then amulets, then key items. And key items is what I like having on top. 26 more scale? That's probably correct. I was just kind of eyeballing it. I wasn't actually doing math. Garon! Medusa! Usually put food on top. That's probably wise to do, because food is often the item you're opening your inventory for. But weapons are up here, and I just like knowing... Really, there's no key item you use a lot, so there's no reason to have key items on top. Upon reflection, you have taught me that what I do is basically wrong. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing it. It just means that I know it's wrong. So we call a self-crit. I know it's wrong, but I'm not going to stop. Up we go. You tried to hit me while I was in the level transition. That was very goofy. We just want to go up. One of these is probably a mimic. Fish. I like the petite fish sprite when you zoom up on it like this. Zoom up is what I just said with my human mouth. Angular Devil. Hits TV show Angel. Oh no. Angel probably was a hit. I don't know. It's very special. I stopped watching it after like a season and a half. Which is apparently the exact wrong thing to do, because at some point the show gets really stupid. Do you have your level inside you? You do. Okay. Do I want to start training up some turkeys? I do. Medusa. Time for turkey. Actually, no. Let's do some fishing. Let's do some sea fishing. There's special fish you can catch only in the ocean. Yeah, and dipshit just goes and gets his socks wet. I know if you ever want to ruin Kaz's day, you just have to get part of his sock wet. And like that's his whole day just gone. We caught a Bon. It may look like he's half smiling, but he really isn't. Ha! You got Ulrich Sock Moistener. Actually, no, Sock Moistener is a Dwarf fortress name. It's like you have Boat Murdered, you have I can't think of another one. You have Boat Murdered and you have Sock Moisten. It's feeling like we're going to get to a special floor soon. So we're going to go talk to Cedric. Where are you at, City? You're coming with me. Go back home, Elaine. Yeah, Plain Pact. That's another one. Plain Pact wasn't a fortress name, but it was a statue. Plain Pact being a famous statue that was an artifact that a dwarf made, which featured itself inscribed on it like 6 or 7 times. Because the dwarf spent so long making it that it just described its own creation. It had like almost the entire history of the... Oh god, we're back to molars! Molars are the worst. So Cedric is like Mullane, but for wrenches. Oh no, we're cursed. That's antithetical to what I'm doing right now. See? Can't change equipment. Cursed! Luckily, we have holy water. Curse is such a meaningless status effect in this game unless you're doing exactly what I'm doing. This is the only thing Curse punishes. More pink paint. I'm gonna go the other way first. Moles! Here's Goyon. Seems more vulnerable to laser than to wrench. We should make a list of all the things in the universe and see, are they more vulnerable to wrenches or to lasers? I wonder how even the split would be. Bronze Stabbed, Gem Clawed, Head Shoots. Head Shoots is another famous one. Here's a cool room. We've got these little gutters. Got our turkey +3. Yeah, so statues are much easier to deal with as Max than as Monica. I don't know why the statues have worms inside of them. More Diablo 3. I've had a lot of friends playing Diablo lately, but they've been playing it on Switch, which I have no access to. I don't know if my body could handle playing Diablo with a dodge button. I don't think it's bad, I just don't think I could handle it. Like, how do you deal with a dodge button? Diablo. There's the Luna Stone piece. We're actually going to use it for once. We haven't used it yet. There's been no reason to. Repair powder is generically useful. Can't lift this monster. I don't think we can lift a Goyon either. Oh, we can. Yeah, when is the next Diablo season? 16th? Do you play on hardcore seasonal or just seasonal logical? Frankly, I've never played a non-hardcore character, but I'm not married to the idea. So there's a big oyster. This is a clam, not an oyster. Forgive me. And the clam closes the gap. I hate molars. I think the only real benefit to playing hardcore over playing softcore Diablo is that it keeps you from developing degenerate play patterns, where you have to actually invest in toughness as a stat, rather than just try to focus your offense as much as possible. The downside is you essentially always have to spend one of your perks towards not dying instantly. Okay. Let's kill these enemies and then look at our weapons. Okay, pick up the gooey stone. There has to be some mimics here. If you walked into like a Dungeons and Dragons room and there were this many chests, like one of them would have to be a mimic, right? Just like, come on. Okay, so we still have a mimic. I could probably just spin to the bread to avoid dying randomly. But that was the last one. Oh, we can place Sphida on this floor. Let us do so. So, I think Ocean Roar's... Oh yeah, you can place Sphida when you get deep enough into the cave that you no longer have the beach levels. So I think Ocean's Roar Cave is actually the best place to place Sphida in the game. I'm going to eat a bread just to keep the Zelda low HP noise from playing. Because there's no real gimmicks to this. You just have to get there. So we need to make a shot roughly to there, and then to the right, and then over. So we have 3 shots to do this. The only downside is that the water actually is a gimmick. It kind of slows the ball momentum down a little bit. So that'll go there. I think roughly this is what I want. Okay. Oh man, can I do this? And like give this a nice slice to get it in? This is actually going to be hard now because it bounced so much. Because it's going to... I'm in the wrong color. That's the wrong angle. So what I should do is do something like this. And give it a lot of top spin. This is probably not going to work. Hey! I chipped it right in. This is probably not going to go. This is probably not going to work. Works perfectly. So yeah, if you want to actually enjoy Sphida, I greatly recommend playing it in Ocean Roar's Cave. Because this is probably the second easiest place to play Sphida at. And we got Stamina Drink, the worst reward. And took it our weapon. We're still working as Monica right now, so away with you, Max. So we need 12 smash. And then 26. Yeah, 26 scale. So we go to our prepared turkey. We prepared this turkey earlier. And we're going to put 20 smash into it. And then we need 44 scale. Can I get to 44 scale? I actually can. Like, okay, so turkey complete. And what do we get? We take the turkey out of the oven, turn it into a ghost. Ghost food, Tales of Vesperia. We stuff the turkey into the antique sword +7. And now it's time to grow. Time to make my sword grow. Don't interpret that wrong. We get the Halloween blade. Oh my god, this sword is adorable. This sword is adorable. It's got a little pumpkin on it. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. What's it moveset? Okay, it's just a fast sword moveset. Or the middle moveset. It's got the 5-hit moveset. I'm glad we didn't go with the 7-branch sword, because the 7-branch sword is really cool historically, but it's also ugly. It's just a brown stick. Okay, so we've got this adorable little jack-o'-lantern sword next to our adorable little clown amulet. It's an armlet, not an amulet, but whatever. So we're going to go back to Max, because Max has more turkeys in the turkey farm. In fact, let's breed another turkey up. I do have these classic guns laying around. What do you need to level up? $72 lightning, 68 beasts, and 645 scale. Now, classic gun is not super good for this activity. It can only have 19 on any given stat. Except for exorcism for some reason. Thank you for the sub, G-Volt. Yeah, 9 to 3 is not nothing, or 19 to 3 is not nothing. So I need beast and scale is what I need. Yeah, beast and scale. Oh. I'm a dipshit. This is another reason guns aren't so good, is I rarely keep Dad around to get more synthesis points on guns. However, Wrench has a shitload of points on it, so this is probably not that bad. So I need 9 more lightning. And 68. 21 more more beast. I don't think it's worth using classic gun for this. I should probably just sell it. We'll use turkey +2 for our next. And it puts the gate stone at the very tippy top. Oh, that's so ugly. I hate it. Go back to the bottom. But I think this is going to be it for now. So we shall continue on. We'll head to Venetia. One thing we'll do before we go is we have not taken a step into the future yet. I always do this, where I say, I think it's about time I done streaming, and then all my friends say, thanks for streaming, and I go, one more thing, like I'm Columbo or something. Let's go to the future. Hey Cedric, want to go to the future? Luna Labs is really excellent music too. Fruit of Eden. There's a clown here. Hi, Alec the clown. It's just a platform. So this game anticipated what a Vaporwave would be like and turned it into a laboratory. Let's go ahead and feed that fruit to Max. So now our teens are roughly... Well, we're still back a witch parfait. Download our gooey stones. Yeah, I don't know how Alec gets up or down. Okay. So the first thing you have to do for this place is build some piers. How many piers do we need? We need 8. It appears we need 8 piers. I hate that you can't stick a pier here. So you have to build out onto the water. Ooh, a pier review. We need 30 culture point. We can also make iron stand. And an iron house, although we're out of metal. So we'll begin working on the Gooey Rama next time. But for now, thanks everyone for joining. Next time we'll begin building the Venetia piers, which will eventually become so gentrified it'll become a lab for weirdo vaporwavists. Man, look at the cloud textures they picked. It's nice. A reminder to listen to Cloudburst, arranged by one Kung Fu Jesus. But for now, good night. Ooh, banana.